We can expect a physical game tonight. And with the right players, you can still win by playing inside out.
And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. And it's Reddish in at the 3 spot. Here's Reddish. Kicks it out to Collins. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Young. Oh, Paul with the block.
Aggressive D from Chris Paul. Outworking the shooter and getting a block.
And Booker with the jam.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish. Now here's Young. Bogdanovich into the lane. Capella, the pass to Collins. No good from outside. Outside Paul. Pass to Ayton. Back to Paul. And here's Ayton. The kick out to Paul. Baseline jumper. And it's in there.
A solid shooter. Once CP3 sees available space, he's going to take that shot.
Young inside. He's guarded by Paul. Young, the pass to Capella. Stolen by Ayton. Booker with it. And it's Young picking him up. That's good from Paul. On the assist by Booker. Paul's got 5.
This is the leadership you get with Chris Paul. Looking aggressive, taking these quick shots.
To the left wing. Collins inside. He's against Crowder. Counted.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
For whatever reason, they came in a little tight tonight. That should loosen them up.
Now here's Paul. He's got 5. Bridges outside. 3-pointer. Capella with a rebound. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking. A popular phrase in the NBA circles has become rim runner. Basically, centers that live in the paint on both ends of the floor, guys who rack up rebounds and easy buckets. Clint Capella might be the best in the league at rim running.
They grab their own miss. Bogdanovich finds Young. Here's Reddish. Bogdanovich down low. Booker defending. The 3-ball.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Out to Bridges from outside the arc.
2 minutes.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. .157 left in the first. Outside Booker. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Paul against Young.
A lot of people bag on Young's defense, but he's sneaky and he has great anticipation. And you know what? He makes the effort.
And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4. Well, when you look at the numbers of Capella, Grant, you see a guy who knows his role.
I love it. I mean, Clint never attempts threes. He's not looking to stretch the floor. A career 60+% shooter, Clint lives on dunks and putbacks, and he's always among the league leaders in rebounding. He's just a force down low.
Here's Bridges. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. Paul for 3. Phoenix no good that time either. Ayton passes to Crowder. Booker for 3. That one is off. And it'll be the Hawks taking it the other way. Knocked loose. Stolen by Bridges. And the Suns pushing it up now. Stolen by Young. Going inside. Out to the wing. Collins finds Young. Collins with a screen on Paul. Back to Collins. Beyond the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
3-point field goal.
Collins has got 5 points.
I mean, he only attempted just 1 3-pointer in college. Collins has surprised the NBA with his consistency from range.
Now here's Paul. Ayton inside. Young's there. Here's a three from Paul. Knocks it down from distance. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Young inside. And here's Collins for three. That one no good. Oh, what a performance by Chris Paul. He's been the story for the Phoenix Suns. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancers. Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Just 4 to shoot. It's tipped. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The Hawks trailing. Outside Young. To the paint. And it's Capella with the jam.
The vision of Trae Young has on the floor is exceptional. He won't miss a guy who's that wide open.
You've got to applaud Trae Young's hustle out there on the floor. I mean, he plays a lot of minutes, but he maintains a high energy level all game long.
Booker attacking. The rebound by the Hawks.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Here's Young. Pass to Collins. Now here's Capella. He's covered by Ayton. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. One place you really see Trae Young's work ethic shine through is on the offensive end of the floor with his assist numbers.
Yeah, Young does everything he can to create for his guys. He's a selfless player who wants everyone to get involved. And he's got a real talent for problem-solving defenses and finding ways to get his guys good looks.
Bogdanovich, no good.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Pass to Capella. Back to Bogdanovich. Ayton against Capella. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. Phoenix ball.
The Suns leading. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Paul with it, and it's Young picking him up. Out to Bridges. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. All right, Smitty, looking back at your career, you were named an All-Star scoring 20 points a game, but you also played a few years as a role player. What do you think the key was to that transition?
You know, BA, you have to always embrace being a great teammate, no matter what the role is. Of course, winning a ring like I did with the Spurs, that makes coming off the bench much easier.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. DeAndre Ayton being the #1 pick in 2018, his potential is obvious. With his team on the rise, he's looking to impose his will on a nightly basis. Ayton said, quote, "I know how hard I work and what kind of a player I am. I'm trying to take over every possession, being more dominant every game."
Oh, scary thought, Allie. Thanks. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
One thing I've also noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off turnovers.
2 minutes remaining in
Capella,
the
the
first
pass
half.
to
2
Bogdanovich.
minutes.
To end the drought. Stolen by Ayton. Pass to Paul. 1:46 left in the first half. Puts it up from 12. Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Now here's Capella. Back to Young. Pass to Reddish. The Hawks need to get one up here. Well, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Back to Paul. The three. It doesn't go for him. And it'll be the Hawks taking it the other way. To the middle. Here's Young. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
Paul finds Booker. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Hits the trifecta.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Here's Reddish. Pass to Bogdanovich. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it. And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there.
To the floor for the Hawks.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Outside Paul. Out to Bridges. Back to Paul. Over right. Off target on the 15-footer. The clock runs out, and we are headed to half. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. It's been quite a game for Chris Paul.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
And the Suns call time here. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
On the floor for Atlanta, they've got DeAndre Hunter. DeLon Wright is out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Kevin Huerter, and it's Jang in at the 5. Ayton, no good.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First team foul.
That's tipped.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
This guy may be the steal in the 2015 draft. Devin Booker was the 13th pick overall, and Brooks developed into an all-star guard, someone who can be the face of a franchise.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Wright against Paul. Wright with the bucket. Wright's got his first 2 points of the night.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
On the wing, Crowder. It's Bridges on the wing. Huerter defending. And they pick up 2. Bridges has got 6.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
McGee, he's checked in for the Suns. Payne comes in for Chris Paul.
Cameron Payne.
And it's Williams off the drive. It's Wright on the wing. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Suns shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Outside for Booker. Outside Payne. Pass to Bridges. 5 on the clock. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Suns dancers.
Johnson, he's checked in for Crowder. Stolen by Payne. And now the Suns fast break. For 3, Bridges. Another 3 for Phoenix.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
The Hawks shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Wright attacking. Banked it in off the glass. Wright's got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Right side Payne.
Blocking foul called on Lou Williams. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Payne against Wright. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Lou Williams. That's his first personal foul.
And he commits the intentional foul. Shamet, he's checked in for the Suns.
Cameron Payne. That's his first personal
Right
foul.
around 3 minutes into this second half. And it's Williams off the drive. Outside Herter.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Driving
2
inside.
minutes.
No good with a layup.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's going to go back the other direction. They played a pretty clean game. Not many giveaways, and the score reflects that.
Nader, he's checked in for the Suns.
Phoenix timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancers.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Right up top, defended by Payne. Right against Payne. The layup misses. And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul of the game. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Right against Payne. Pass to Shamet. McGee in the post. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's Jang. Hunter up top, covered by Johnson. Herter up top, shot clock at 5. Hauled in by McGee. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Here's Johnson, and rejected. And they're running. Herter gets the bucket.
A nice option on the break. We know Herter can shoot it, but he also has the size to attack the rim.
Shot and game clock separated by 5.
Blocking foul called on Kevin Herter. That's his first personal foul. Fourth team foul.
The first free throw is good. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for McGee. Crowder comes in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for Nader. And it's Devin Booker in for Shamet. Outside Young for three. Outside Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by the Suns. Outside Booker. Over Young, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That one on Young.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. It'll count. No good. And so it's Phoenix out in front by 19 going into the break.
All right, look who's coming out of the court.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Blocked.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Booker for three. And they get it back. It's Booker on the wing. Tries again. That shot missing. And Atlanta will come the other way.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Reddish. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 3 assists now in this one.
Beautiful rhythm off the catch. Cam is a well-coordinated athlete who looks fluid in everything he does.
Now Paul. Pass to Booker. Here's the 3. Connects from downtown. And the Suns lead by 19.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Young against Paul. Young, the pass to Capella. Outside Young. From deep three-point range. 4 on the clock. Bogdanovich with it. Stolen by Ayton. Uncovered. Count that one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Something else they've excelled at is their interior D. Their rim protection has been outstanding.
Bogdanovich into the lane, and it's Capella with the jam.
This is the power Capella plays with. He doesn't mess around this close to the rim.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Bogdanovich. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
And here's Paul. From deep. The shot no good. There's Young with the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Look at the range Trey has. He can make those deep shots look so easy.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Crowder. Outside for Booker. Back to Crowder. Launches a 3. Here's Ayton. Outside Paul. Let's go with a 3. With the tip. It's good on the putback. Ayton's gotten 4 this quarter.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. And Reddish, here we go. Young against Paul. Young, the pass to Collins. Back to Young. Fires for 3. And the Hawks with another 3.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity. even when they're this far up.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
He was all alone on that one.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Suns.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for DeAndre Ayton.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards. Okay, that's frustrating. We work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Young against Paul with the drive. Crowder outside, takes the three, and Young pulls it down. Here's Reddish. He's guarded by Bridges. There's Young with the three. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. For three, Booker. Here's Atlanta now, down by 15. Three-pointer. Young missing again. Paul against Capella. Now here's Paul. So it's the Suns winning this one easily.
story, Dave. Thank you. And it's the Suns to start out. Now here's Paul. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 slot. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And Devin Booker at 6'5", cleared for takeoff.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. No secret here, Brent. Devin Booker known for his offense, but his defense has come a long way as well.
Yeah, it's so funny when scorers come into the league and they score and people are still critical of them. That's what happened to Devin Booker. And then he realized as the games became bigger and more important how much the defensive end is going to help his team do the things he wants to do. And so he's taken that tune. He's decided to play defense. He's been much better over the course of the last 2 seasons. Chris Paul reading the defense, gets on the inside and decides to just knock it down.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Bridges with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Bridges attacking. And the wide open shot from Crowder sinks the 3-pointer.
Looks like Crowder feels like the green light is all his on that shot.
Outside Conley. He kicks it to Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. Jazz passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Paul passes to Bridges. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Conley against Paul. Pass to Mitchell. A 3-ball. Passes to Bogdanovich. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Lets it fly from 18. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Paul dishes to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. 3-pointer. O'Neal with the rebound.
Well, due for a miss after 4 of 5 to begin this one.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Paul looking around. Bridges against Conley. Bridges kicks to Booker. Back to Bridges. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul.
Royce O'Neal.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Paul. Driving the lane. Booker outside. 6 to shoot. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Booker's got his second basket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The pass to O'Neal. They double him with Ayton. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Royce O'Neal. That his first personal foul. First team foul.
And stolen by Ayton.
Utah foul.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Gobert the screen. Here's Mitchell. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Suns on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Booker the pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. Shot from free throw range. Jump shot is good. Booker's got 8 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Conley surveying the D. Kicks it to Gobert. 5 on the clock. Conley with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And an improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 23 seconds left to play in the first. Paul with the ball. Pass to Crowder. Paul right side. Deep. And no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then...
And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action after this word. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. And after a down season in 2020, with some questioning if he was over the hill, great Mike Conley came roaring back last season.
And the first player ever to make his All-Star debut that far into his career. It had to feel something like redemption. And I tell you, he's not done yet. Has a nice new contract to prove it.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Paul. Good work defensively by Conley.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two. You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. Pass touched by Mitchell.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Paul goes in. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, Chris Paul is not afraid of getting hit, whether it's him initiating it or anticipating it. Plays through that contact well.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And Chris Paul, still a great defender. Fantastic positioning.
Well, not only the positioning, but if you watch Chris Paul, he's calling out every option of every play that every offense is running in the NBA. That kind of intelligence gives the rest of his group incredible confidence. And from the very beginning, Chris Paul has been one of the most disruptive point guards defensively the league has ever seen.
It's stolen by Gobert. To the left side wing. O'Neal kicks to Conley. Bogdanovich goes in. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And you got to appreciate the determination that Bogdanovich showed there. When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to finish at the basket.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Paul passes to Crowder. Back to Paul. Lock at 6. Crowder finds Paul. Fires for three. The shot missing. Good work defensively by Conley. From deep. Hits it from three-point range. Conley's got 6 in the quarter.
And the mechanics of Conley's shot are rock solid, allowing him to take a shot with no hesitation.
Paul passes to Crowder. Back to Paul. The feed to Ayton. Paul outside. It's good from long range. Paul's got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Outside Conley.
2 minutes.
He kicks to Gobert.
2 minutes.
Gobert with a screen on Bridges. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've led by as much as 10. Jazz trail by 6. For 3, Mitchell. Good on the three-point shot. Mitchell's got 5 points so far. Well, we've heard, Brent, some teams say more should be done to protect players from dangerous fouls. Do you agree?
Well, I think the head shots are something that people are looking at most. It's player safety comes first. And I know a lot of people that watch basketball in the 70s and 80s when the game was much more physical, where those plays didn't result in technical fouls, see it a bit differently. But it's still about protecting the players and avoiding those kind of plays to put them in danger. And I'm for that.
Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. And he uses the glass on the layup. Conley's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
43 seconds left to play here in the half. O'Neal against Bridges. Kicks it out to Booker. Takes a 3. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
So for the Suns, JaVale McGee comes in for DeAndre Ayton, and it's Johnson in for Crowder. Now Paul. Booker outside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Suns lead by 5. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
Timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Backcourt pair, Payne at the point with Booker beside him. The forwards for them, Bridges and Johnson. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low. Johnson against Bogdanovich. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Off the left rim and out. Jazz trail by 5. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Booker. Conley against Bridges. Up and in on the layup. Conley's got 10.
And how about that move? Pat Conley adjusting around the contact to get the finish.
Now here's Payne, covered by Conley. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 6.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And Bridges, in his young part of his career, has taken on the challenge of guarding some of the league's best offensive players.
And stolen by Payne. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Steps back and trains the jump shot. And now an 8-point Suns lead. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. Mitchell in the corner. Lets it go with a 3. And Bogdanovich kicks to Mitchell. 5 to shoot. For the 3. No good on the shot. And Phoenix will come the other way. And Brent, with Mikal Bridges, defense is his calling card.
I love the fact that he just has such great hands, anticipation, and length. And he just plays a lot bigger than the size he is on the floor. That kind of stuff disrupts offensive players. And he also just continues to track. Even if he's beat, he will give you second effort to stay in the plays defensively. That's a high-level skill for a young player.
That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around you.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded close. Kicks it out to Booker. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Chris Paul's checked in for the Suns.
Jazz substitution.
Jazz trail by 5. And now we've got the intentional foul. So for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Jay Crowder's subbed in for Mikal Bridges. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
From deep Ingles. Rebound by the Suns. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One walk.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Phoenix leading by 5. Paul outside. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Utah the other way. Here's Oni. Tries again. Out to the wing. The 3, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 1:16 left to play in the third. Outside against Paul. Crowder from outside. And again, it's the Suns missing. Jazz trail by 5. 3 from Gay. Whiteside finds Ingles. There's the 3. Jay Crowder pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Shamet. 44 seconds left to play in the third. Kicks it out to Johnson. The dish to Crowder. Back to Johnson. This one for 3. Rebound collected by Clarkson. Jazz have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements.
Yeah, Rudy Gay not messing around that time on the inside, getting up quickly and all the way to the rim.
Here's Paul. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Phoenix no good that time either. And we just finished the third quarter as we've got a tight ball game here. Suns ahead, leading by just 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Conley sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Whiteside is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Joe Ingles, and it's Oni in at the point guard position. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. They trail by 1, and Whiteside sends it back. And stolen by Ayton. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Johnson's got the ball. Ayton trying to break free. And that one's good. Shamet's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Suns. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
A significant difference here has been the number of points off turnovers that they've gotten.
Mikal Bridges checked in for the Suns. Booker comes in for Landry Shamet. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on those shooters a little more effectively.
Thank you, David. Booker outside. That 3 off the mark. Jazz trail by 3. Mitchell outside. This is it to Bogdanovich. Over in the corner, Paul. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Crowder kicks to Paul. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Bogdanovich, and Bogdanovich throws it down.
And Bogdanovich, he's a seasoned veteran, comfortable having the rock in his hands when it's a big possession.
The pass to Bridges. Now here's Booker. 6 to shoot, and he makes that one. And the Suns lead by 3.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Conley for 3. Buries it from three-point range.
That's just being a pro. Conley understanding the moment and rising to the occasion.
And here is Paul. Pass to Booker. Fires from deep. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
They give it up and then get the lead right back, 2 triples back-to-back. And the momentum swing in this game is ridiculous.
Bogdanovich with a screen on Paul. Crowder with the steal. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. And Paul gets it to go in. And now a 5-point Suns lead. We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. Outside Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. Launches a 3. That's tipped. Crowder with the steal. Bridges with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Booker with no one around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And this is the type of play where Devin Booker's going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
Down low. Out to Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Offensive rebound.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Paul against Conley. Pass to Booker. Takes the 3. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And Booker heating up like this, it's going to lift the confidence of the entire team when he gets it going offensively.
Paul against Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. Lets the 3 fly. Phoenix grabs the miss. Now here's Booker. Booker draws the double to the right side. Paul, no one around him. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Here's Conley, and again it's Utah.
Man, what a smart player Conley is. Able to analyze defenses in pick and rolls and make the right read.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Booker in the corner. Paul outside from deep 3-point range. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Mitchell passes to Conley. And the miss. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the NBA. Hey, Allie.
VA technology is moving.
Boy, he is a big thinker, no doubt about that. Good reporting there, Allie. And it's the Suns to start out. And let's check Miami's starting lineup. Hero and Butler run out on the wings. Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Lowry in at the 1. Booker fires from way outside. That won't fall. Can't drop his first one.
Boy, Devin Booker is just such an explosive force on the offensive end. He can take over a game each and every night he steps between the lines.
Boy, when Booker gets locked indoors, he's as deadly as they come in the NBA.
Well, the list of guys who've gone for a 70-point eruption is still very short. 20 points per game for almost the entirety of his career. This guy scores with ease. I don't care what defender you send at him.
Now here's Booker. There's the drive. Back to Paul. Outside Booker. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. Rebound by the Heat. Paul with a steal. Pass to Aiden. Out to Bridges. Crowder outside. Booker for 3. And again, it's the Suns missing. And just about a minute into this first quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And out of bounds. The Suns will take it.
Phoenix ball.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. On the wing, Crowder. Pass to Aiden. Up top, Bridges. Now Paul from the arc. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Oh, deflected. Crowder with a steal. Paul with it. Guarded by Adebayo. Booker on the take. Up and in on the layup.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Lowry against Paul. Takes it inside. Lowry, no good.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Pass to Aiden. Outside for Booker. Fires the 3. That shot, no good. And Miami will go the other way with it.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
On the take. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
The ability to drive with either hand. Booker gets the defender on his heels, draws the foul.
Both free throws good from Booker.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Lowry outside. Pass to Hero. Back to Lowry. Here's Hero. Booker defending. Hero, no good.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Paul for 3. Here's Booker. Knocked away.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And again, the Heat missing.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Up top, Crowder. There's the drive. 3-pointer, Bridges. He can't hit that time. Now the Heat take it the other way.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And he lobs it up. Stolen by Booker. Bridges with it. Hero picks him up. Here's Crowder. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Now here's Hero. Inside. And finished off by Adebayo.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
1:27 left now in the first quarter. Paul passes to Booker. clock at 6. The Suns need to get off a shot. Stolen by Hero. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Tipped. Stolen by Bridges. Stolen by Lowry. Here's Tucker. And slam dunk by Tucker.
Boy, Kyle Lowry's defense paying dividends. Gets the strip and the score for his guys.
Steps back. Out to Bridges. Back to Paul. Here he goes. It's Bridges on the wing. 6 to shoot. Pass to Aiden. Out to Bridges. Jacks up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Fires the 3. And Booker the bucket on the assist by Bridges. Booker's got 7.
That's his second make in 7 attempts. Not a pretty start.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Hero. Back to Lowry. This one for 3. On target from range.
Kyle Lowry's best skill might be his competitiveness. The answer from 3.
Right side, Paul. Knocks it loose. Butler with a steal. Here's Tucker. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Suns ahead, up 1.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get
Yeah, this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Phoenix.
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Aiden in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. 4 on the clock. Butler on the wing. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Well, Doris, with so much focus placed on the 3-ball, would you agree that it's become a shooter's league now?
Oh, unequivocally, B.A. Range shooting is always going to be in high demand, and the reason is it puts such pressure on your defense to guard the full length and breadth of the court. And so if you can shoot it, it matters if you have no other skill. If you can shoot it at a high level, you will have a place in today's NBA.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. For 3, Booker drains the triple. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
How about the competitor answering? Mr. Booker put it back with a 3-point answer.
Lowry against Paul. Pass to Tucker. Back to Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Suns trailing.
Well, you think about Jay Crowder's career. He has bounced around to a few teams. But one thing we know, he's always had an impact to affect the game with his defense and with his basketball intellect.
Back to Tucker. Kicks it to Hero. Stolen by Booker. Outside Paul. And it's off from 3-point range. And Doris, Crowder's defense, a big part of what he can offer a team.
Right, because he's strong enough to guard in the post. He's quick enough to guard on the perimeter. Think about it. In 2020 NBA Finals, he was asked to contain LeBron James. That's the kind of confidence coaches have in Crowder's competitive spirit defensively.
Lowry, the pass to Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Lowry. Lets the 3 fly.
Well, because of his length, quickness, athleticism, this guy is able to smother shots. Excellent defense.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Paul against Lowry. Paul with a steal. Outside Booker. Just his fourth make in 10 tries.
Part of why Devin Booker has been an all-star, never afraid to mix it up on the interior.
2 minutes.
Hero outside. A minute 50 left in the half. Counted from distance. Hero's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Paul passes to Crowder. Left side Booker, stolen by Lowry. Oh, got a piece of it. Crowder with a steal. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Heat culture is all about work, and this roster is littered with overachievers. Jimmy Butler said, quote, "The Miami Heat look for those diamonds in the rough. Players that are hungry, players that have some dog in them and play for one another. These guys do what it takes to be in the league for a while." Brian?
Boy, they compete, right, Allie? Thanks for that. Ayton against Adebayo. Pass to Hero. Stolen by Ayton. Here we go, one-on-one. For three, Booker. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Lowry. Lets it go from deep. Fires in the triple. Lowry's got 6.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. 30 seconds left in the first half of this one. 6 on the shot clock. It's Bridges on the wing. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Miami has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. No coverage that time. And now it's a 6-point Heat lead.
But Jimmy Butler is so effective as a basketball player because he can get to his catch-and-shoot game. He doesn't always have to dominate the ball.
Hero for 3. Offensive board. Floats, and it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding? Makes, and so it's Miami. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
And let's take a look at Miami. Duncan Robinson is out there with Victor Oladipo. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Markieff Morris. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Here's Oladipo. Drives to the hoop. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
McGee, he's checked in for the Suns. And Phoenix shooting a low 30% from the floor. Paul against Oladipo. The kick out to Paul. Back to Crowder from outside the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Crowder's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Oladipo. Pass to Dedmon. McGee against Morris. Stolen by Bridges. Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. It's rebounded by Morris. The Heat with the lead. Robinson finds Oladipo. This one for 3. That shot off.
Boy, you take one look at JaVale McGee and feel like this guy was built for the game of basketball. Remember, both his parents played at a high level. His mom, in fact, won a couple titles at the collegiate level and a gold medal with the U.S. women's team.
Which loudest section wants a t-shirt? All right, we'll keep coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Suns dancers.
Phoenix making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Crowder. Devin Booker comes in for Shamet. And Payne is subbed in for Paul. And JaVale McGee standing 7 feet even, but a 7'6" wingspan, Doris.
Boy, you want to talk about, quote, a catch radius. This guy uses his length to great effect. Finishes above the rim and controls that airspace.
Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
Miami has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Lowry against Payne. Butler passes to Adebayo. Hero for three. Gets the three ball to go. Hero's got his second bucket on the night.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Pass to Booker. Fires for three. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Hero against Booker. Hero, the pass to Butler. Back to Hero. Let's go with a three. Called in by McGee.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum. Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Payne, pass to Johnson. Bridges outside. Back to Johnson. Over Tucker. Bridges outside. Shot clock at 2. From outside, off the mark. Miami's gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. And an intentional foul right there.
Devin Booker. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
A minute 37 left in the third quarter of the game. Hero against Booker. McGee with a steal.
You know, the second half has been a series of distractions for him. After 1 turnover in the first, been a disaster.
Payne, the pass to McGee. And McGee with the stuff. Got it.
Give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm. Well, a little show and tell from the butler, Jimmy, giving the fans their money's worth.
Up top, Payne. He's guarded by Lowry. For three, Booker. Rebounded by Butler. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Lowry with it, and it's Payne picking him up. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, the defensive breakdowns allows Kyle Lowry to take advantage and set up an open look for his guy.
Payne, pass to Johnson. And the three off target.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Your Suns dancers. Give them a hand, fans. Your Suns dancers dance team.
For Miami, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Lowry against Payne. Lowry, the pass to Adebayo. Kicks it to Hero. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Tucker. The three. And he recovers it. Butler with the ball. Lowry outside. Takes the three. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we've reached the end of the third. Heat out in front.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancers.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He told his team, quote, "We can do this. This is why we put in the work. This is the moment the work pays off." He's coaching them up for a victory.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over.
And with the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the three. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Well, despite pretty good defense, Chris Paul finishes the shot. That's about concentration and being locked in.
Lowry outside. Pass to Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Adebayo. Poke loose. Paul with a steal. Bridges right side. Here's Ayton. Back to Bridges. Pass to Crowder to the right side to tie it up. And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Stolen by Bridges.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
Here's Booker. He's off on that one. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. Miami's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Lowry against Paul. Hero outside. Fires the three.
They're going to the three-point shot to try to open up their lead, but they're not having quite the same success they were in the first half.
Booker, good.
His first triple in the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Heat shooting the rock well at 46%. Here's Lowry. Hero outside. Oh, deflected. Down low. Outside for Butler. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And how about the mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Lowry outside. Just 5 to shoot. Booker against Hero. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Phoenix has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter. And Booker, here we go. Hey, Tucker with the defensive effort. The Heat have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. And he commits the intentional foul.
Third team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. To the inside. Stolen by Ayton.
I really like how he settled down after a careless first half, taking much better care of the basketball, too.
Butler against Bridges. Butler passes to Lowry. To the paint. Crowder with a steal. For 3, Booker. Sure, from 3-point range. Booker's got 22 points. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Defensively, they've played with a high energy level tonight, and all the steals we've seen a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, and something else things that serve them well are all the turnovers they've caused and the points that have come along with those.
Hero for three. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist.
3-point field goal.
Lowry's got his 4th assist with that last one. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Lowry against Paul. Pass to Crowder. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This is rapid fire. Back-to-back triples. Momentum swinging wildly.
Miami trailing. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Lowry, the pass to Butler. Stolen by Bridges. Ball against Butler. Butler with a steal. To the middle. Here's Lowry. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Kyle Lowry loves physical contact. The game of basketball is not a non-contact sport. Go ahead, Kyle.
It's Booker on the wing. Off target from three-point range. Miami has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Pass to Butler, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Crowder, pass to Paul. And he drives in. Cash!
And the stakes were high right there. What?
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Outside Butler. The 3 is up. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Paul against Lowry. And they go to the intentional foul.
Chris Paul. That's his first personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 2 here.
Boy, Kyle Lowry, you can't help but notice the frame, right? He is a bit undersized, and yet here is a guy who has been a consistent two-way force in the NBA, has truly had a remarkably consistent career.
Outside Booker, the 3 is up. Money from deep!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
So it's the Suns taking the W. And Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
And tonight, Smitty, you look at perhaps the future of the NBA, but it takes time, we all know, to build.
Kevin, you got to start somewhere. And a lot of these players feel with their whole careers ahead of them. A lot of time to grow.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Collins. Clock at 4. And here's Young from the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Paul looking over the floor. Going inside. Booker with no one around. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Young against Paul. And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Young outside. Capella. And the jump by Capella.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
And it's Phoenix's ball. You know, Smitty, I know it gets plenty of coverage, but Trae Young's raw talent as a scorer really is just up there on another level.
It is. Trae Young's ability to post over 40 points in a game is truly something special. It takes a ton of confidence to have nights like that. But you know he's doing it all for his team and not just for himself.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Nate McMillan. He knows that Devin Booker is going to get his points, but what they want to do is prevent the freebies. Coach said Booker's become exceptional at drawing fouls, and he's one of the best free throw shooters in the game. So, Kevin, they don't want to see him on the line multiple times tonight. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And Capella sends it back.
We've been spoiled by watching Clint Capella do this for years and years. He's such a skilled defender.
And the three ball is good.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Young taking his time here. Bogdanovich passes to Young. Driving to the basket. Here's Reddish. Hangs in the air. And that one is off. And Phoenix the other way now. Booker outside. To the wing right side. Here's Paul. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Collins.
I love the effort level Chris Paul delivers day in and day out. He's been doing this for a while now, but he hasn't slowed down, not a bit.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Young, good.
Good scoring field by Trae Young inside, finding a path to a beautiful shot.
Paul outside, the pass to Booker. Crowder kicks to Booker, trying to get open is Crowder. No good from Booker.
There was a mix-up defensively, left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Out left to the wing. Young outside. Kicks it out to Collins. Paxson coming off the assist from Young.
The more Collins hits this shot, the more valuable he becomes to this offense.
Paul against Young. Kicks it out to Paul. 3-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Paul's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Suns. Young outside. And he banks in the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
32 seconds left to play here in the first with the step back. Paul passes to Crowder. Off target with his three. Crowder with the steal. Launches it. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. Bogdanovich wide open. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
Pass to Ayton. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That is his first foul of the game.
Team second.
For 3, Booker.
What I like about Collins defensively, he understands where he needs to be.
One.
All right, look who's coming over the court. Come on, get loud for your ATL Hawks. Dancers.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hawks.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. And it's Reddish in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now Bogdanovich. After Devin Booker missing on that last 3-pointer. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Young with no one around. Traps in the tray. Young's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
At Trae Young's size, when he's easily sinking shots from that distance, it's hard not to compare him to Steph Curry.
Now here's Paul. 8 points for him. The kick out to Crowder. Bridges outside. Back to Crowder. There's the triple. Atlanta with the rebound.
And it might be an overused term, Smitty, but I think the description of Bogdanovich as a glue guy really fits.
I agree. He has a lot of those qualities that every team needs. He's a playmaker. He gets after it on the defensive end, and he can create his own offense when need be.
And that's an intentional foul. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Young outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Collins. And stolen by Ayton. Stolen by Collins. And they recover it. Outside Bogdanovich. Passes it to Capella. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Paul outside. Takes it inside. Kicks it out to Booker. Sinks the triple. Booker's got 7 points.
He's the prototype when you look at shooting guards, and Book can get buckets with and without dominating the ball.
And Young, here we go. Collins wide open, he fires. Backs in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one. Paul against Young. Now here's Crowder. Tight defense on him. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Hawks passing it around. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Shot by Collins, no good. Suns trail by 6. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things, and at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Now here's Booker. 7 points in the game. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And the Suns call time.
All right, so who's coming out of the court? Come on, get loud for your ATL Hawks dancers.
Phoenix making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for 8. Sharge comes in for Jay Crowder. And it's Johnson in for Bridges. There's a minute 34 left in the second quarter. In the corner, Herter with it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Now, here's Hunter. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. It's stolen by Johnson. Sharge with it, guarded by Hunter. Paul kicks it out to Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Booker's got 10 points.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Williams sets a screen for Wright. Outside Williams. There's the pass to Chang. The kick out to Wright. Outside Williams. Clock at 6. There's the drive. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. That one a little long. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Johnson, the pass to Paul. Booker outside. Sharge with the screen for Booker. Fades away. Rebound by Chang. Herter passes to Chang. Back to Herter. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
Still Hawks ball.
Long range from the inbound. McGee with the block. And a close game so far through the first 2. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Phoenix calls timeout. Suns trail by 3. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Wing pairing, it's Booker with Johnson. Dario Saric is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Paul in at point. Wright with it. Now guarded by Booker. Wright dishes to Hunter. He kicks to Jang. Pass to Hunter. The 3. Just 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. Paul with the steal. And here's the break. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Atlanta on D. It's a 3-point game. Here's Paul. A second chance effort. Right wing with a tie. Good on the triple. Paul's got 11.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Ball against Wright. Drives to the hoop. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Hunter. The kick out to Williams. And the turnover again by Atlanta.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
Here's Paul. He's got 11. Booker outside. 6 on the shot clock. Charge has the open look. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. And it's a 3-point Phoenix lead.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. It has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Here's Herter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Williams against Booker. Williams passes to Chang. From down in the low post, it goes.
This is the type of playmaker Lou is. Outstanding at getting it to his open guys.
And here is Paul. Johnson up top. Chang defending. And an intentional foul right there.
And that's his first personal foul. Team second.
And stolen by Chang. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Atlanta's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Right, the pass to Chang. Outside Williams. Here he goes, and it's Williams with the jam.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, then suddenly he hits the turbojet.
Right against Paul. Johnson outside. And it's off from three-point range. The Hawks leading to the middle. Here's Wright, and finished off by Wright.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from, finds the open man.
There's one place you can be sure to find Kevin Herter just about every day, and that's the film room. He studies the game in detail, trying to improve his own game and get insights into his opponent.
Yeah, there's just as much work you can do on the court as it is off the court. Kevin Herter knows that, and he's embraced the film work and analysis that it takes to become a great player.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Bridges, he's checked in for Phoenix. And he commits the intentional foul. Andre Ayton's checked in for Phoenix. Crowder comes in for Saric.
Substituting for the Suns.
Timeout called the Suns.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They just picked them apart.
Capella with a screen on Paul. A three from Bogdanovich. Atlanta again missing. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Booker looking around. Driving in. 6 to shoot. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Crowder's got it all tied up now for the Suns. Now, here is Young. 7 points in the game. Outside, Bogdanovich. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Now, Booker. He's got 10. Bridges outside. Driving inside. Ayton kicks to Crowder. But Trey on the left block. And that one's good. Ayton's got his first 2 points of the night.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Capella sets a screen for Young. From the arc. Collins finds Young. Now here's Capella. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Collins a screen on Paul. And a deep three from Young. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Phoenix ahead, up by 2. We'll be back shortly live from... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks, Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And it's Reddish in at the 3 spot. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Here's Young, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Here's Paul. Dishes to Ayton. In the corner, it's Bridges. And the foul on Cam Reddish. And that'll be his third foul so far.
First team foul.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. No good from Booker.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
With the drive, and Reddish with the slam.
Cam Reddish gets low to the ground, has serious moves off the handle, and then the exclamation point.
Pass to Bridges. The kick out to Crowder. Paul for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
The Hawks have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Young against Paul. Young outside. Outside Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot. Paul against Young. That shot off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. To the paint. Here's Bridges. Kicks it out to Paul. Bridges outside. Ayton finds Paul. Bridges with it. Back to Paul. Into the lane. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Ayton. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Suns lead by 2.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Passes to Reddish. Kicks it to Capella. Young way outside. Ayton with it. And it's Reddish picking him up. Bridges, no one around him. And the 3 off target. Atlanta's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And Young kicks to Reddish. Shot clock at 6. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Bridges outside. Back to Booker. And the Suns call time here. They're up by 2. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Young against Paul. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bogdanovich against Booker. Money!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Crowder, the pass to Booker. Back to Crowder. Booker against Bogdanovich. No good from Booker. And Collins has got the ball here for the Hawks.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And the officials are calling a technical foul here. You don't see this too often, but they tried to call for a timeout when they had none left.
And guys, you know that during the last timeout, the guys are all reminding each other, hey, we don't have any left. What a huge error.
Certainly, Greg, not one we see very often, but it does happen. His mind was diverted on other things, I guess. Not the timeout situation for sure.
He's a deadly shooter from anywhere on the floor. That includes the foul line. Trae Young has certainly justified being a top 5 draft pick.
Booker outside. Paul for 3. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the...
And now, shoot, Allie, it's all yours.
All right, BA. Well, Rudy Gobert is accustomed to get...
He's doing that. Thanks, Allie. Here are the 5 for the Suns. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And for the Jazz, the backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. Ayton finds Paul. And 2 elite teams here. You hear players say that it's just another game. But, Grant, I'm not sure that's true.
Well, we all know you want to bring the same focus and intensity to every game. But the reality is, players get up for the big games, BA.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Conley. 6 to shoot. Back to Gobert. Mitchell with the ball. He takes it in. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Conley against Booker. Back to Paul. Pass to Ayton. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
And Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Picked by Gobert. From deep, Conley. They get the rebound. Here's O'Neal.
And great job to establish position and square up.
O'Neal. That's his first personal foul.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. And the Utah Jazz with 3 All-Stars last season. But Grant, safe to say that Rudy Gobert is their most important player when it comes to winning games.
You know, BA, I think so. I agree. I mean, Donovan Mitchell is terrific. Definitely a star. But you factor Gobert's impact at both ends of the floor, he might just be the most important player on that team. He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And the basket by Bridges.
That's a good job by Ayton making the read and staying aggressive on defense, helping to get that steal.
Inside, Crowder with a steal. Here's Paul. And it's Gobert with a rebound. For Utah, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Three-pointer, O'Neal. The putback. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 5 to start today's game. Pass to Paul. The 3-ball. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Oh, man, at 7-1, not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
Booker, the pass to Paul. There's the drive. Shot clock at 5. Back to Ayton. And stolen by Gobert. In transition, here come the Jazz. Bogdanovic, that's good.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
1:36 left in the first quarter of the game. Bridges passes to Paul. Back to Bridges. Driving in. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Bojan Bogdanovic picks one up.
If Bridges attacks with that kind of force, it's really hard to not foul him.
Bridges hits them both. Utah trailing here. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Three-pointer, O'Neal. Gobert passes to Conley. The ball's knocked loose. Crowder with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. He got a piece of it. Second chance shot. Outside for Booker. Pass to Paul. Back to Booker. And here's Paul. It's Booker on the wing. They get it again. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Now Mitchell. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And down it goes. 2 points. Bogdanovich has gotten his second bucket on the night. Ayton, the screen on Conley. Out to Bridges. Fires the three. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Mikel really showing a nice confidence in that shot right there as his shooting percentages are trending up.
Outside for Mitchell. Mikal Bridges has been on display for the Phoenix Suns. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Their frenetic defense has been impressive, putting ball handlers on the defensive and turning them over as well.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
And so in the game for Phoenix, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's McGee in at the 5. So it's Phoenix now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Crowder, the pass to McGee. 5 to shoot. It's Booker on the wing. McGee, a screen on Mitchell. Booker for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Booker has been accused of having some empty stats before, but mostly because the teams weren't winning. You can see now that the talent has always been there, and the winning's coming along with it.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Now here's Mitchell. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
Well, Booker asserting himself on the defensive end that time. He has good size and enough speed to annoy the opposing scorer.
Crowder finds Paul. Now here's McGee. Right side Paul. Clock at 6. Booker for 3. Ooh, solid defense from Mitchell. Booker showed he still puts up numbers when his team is a legit contender, Brent.
Well, he's always been a gifted scorer, and now him learning about the value of both ends of the floor, that's been amazing growth from Devin Booker.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And there's a whistle. Side goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Stolen by Bridges.
What hustle from him on defense. Great steal.
Now here's Booker. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Mitchell against Booker. Double team on Mitchell. The kick out to Conley. Clock at 4. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Mitchell misses.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
Bridges misses. The Jazz have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the long J. And Grant, back when you played, were there certain types of teams that gave you more trouble, whether it was size or athleticism or maybe shooting?
Well, back in my day, I mean, the big, strong teams had a huge advantage. They could really beat you up and plant big guys inside, which really made it difficult getting to the rim.
Now here's Bridges. 9 points in the game. Pass to Crowder. No good on the 3. The Jazz have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. For 3, O'Neal. Stolen by Bridges.
In the first half.
And the Suns pushing it up now. And it's Bridges with the jam.
The attention Mikal had on that play helped him out to get that steal.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting only 25% from the floor. Not great. Paul against Conley. Down low. Here's Gobert. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Gobert's got his first basket of the night.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Now here's Booker. 3-pointer off the mark.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights. Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half. Booker against Mitchell. Back to Gobert. McGee with a steal. On the break. And Booker with the jam.
Well, Booker's bringing some energy to this one. Always a threat to leak out and score in the open floor.
And here's Conley. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Outside Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Conley goes in. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Even though Conley is older, he's still really fast, using that speed well to draw the foul on the drive.
And the Suns will go for a different look here. Saric checks in for Crowder. Johnson comes in for Bridges. Shamet, he's checked in for Devin Booker. And Payne is subbed in for Paul. Now here's McGee. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside Johnson. Here's Shamet. Checked by Mitchell. No good on the triple. And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And he makes a first.
Selected 13th overall in the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell made an immediate impact for Utah as a rookie, leading the Jazz to a first-round upset of OKC in the playoffs.
And so it's Phoenix closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. All right, stick around. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
They've got Eric Paschall. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Hassan Whiteside, and it's Gay in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Utah right now. Here's Shamet. Off the mark there with a 3. Utah trailing here.
Whiteside, a second-round pick in 2010, and it's taken him a while to get the footing here after stops in China, Lebanon, and some time in the G League.
Outside Johnson. And the Suns miss again. Utah shooting poorly, just 29% from the floor in this game. Ingles from outside. That one doesn't drop. And Phoenix the other way now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Hey, talking about Whiteside growing into an NBA player. You have to credit the G League for developing his game, Brent.
Yeah, and he had a lot of stops, B.A. He played in Reno and Sioux Falls and for RGV and then in Iowa. Some guys just aren't ready. You got to get both in physical and in mental shape to take on the rigors of an 82-game season. And Hassan Whiteside found his way into that opportunity.
Clarkson against Payne. Pass to Ayton. Utah with the rebound.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Gay with the ball. The steal. Ayton into the lane. And Ayton with the stuff.
The coaching staff really likes it when Ayton looks to be aggressive, take advantage of guys who have no way physically to match up.
Here's Clarkson. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Whiteside. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the lay-in.
Well, Whiteside beats everybody to the ball, but then maybe the wingspan helps out. 7'7", reach over the top, snatch that.
Payne against Clarkson. Back to Shamet. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Johnson. On target from range. Johnson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Clarkson. Pass to Pascal. The wide open shot is on the money. Pascal's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Clarkson against Payne. And there's the foul. It'll go on Rudy Gay. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
A minute 39 left in the third quarter.
Clarkson. That's his first personal foul. Second team
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the Suns, Cameron Payne.
It's both from the stripe.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Clarkson against Payne. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And that one's good. Clarkson.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
Up top, Payne. Pass to Šarić. Just 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. Payne, he's open. The rebound by the Jazz.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Gay finds Pascal. Outside, Ingles. Back to Pascal. It's stolen by Šarić. And he lobs it up to the rim.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
The Jazz have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Clarkson outside. There's the triple. No good that time. Phoenix has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. To the wing on the left. And here's Payne outside. And Pascal secures it. And so it's Phoenix up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They're
your Jazz dancers.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Leading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so in the game for the Suns. Inside, it's Saric at the 4 with Ayton at the 5. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. Here's Pascal. Blocked! And they'll keep possession. Pass to Whiteside. Shot clock at 5. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. A line change here for Utah. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Crowder, he's checked in for Saric. Bridges comes in for Johnson. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Shamet. And it's Paul in for Payne. Here's O'Neal. Outside Bogdanovich. Throws it up high. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And here's the fast break. Booker with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Left side, Paul. Bridges outside. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
Their activity at the defensive end has been impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
Significant difference here has been the number of points off turnovers that they've got.
Here's Mitchell. Pass to O'Neal. Here's the 3. Crowder with a steal. It's tipped. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. Up ahead. Nice move. Misses the layup. Paul with it. Pass to Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
The Jazz have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Paul against Conley. Paul with a steal. Mitchell against Booker. From deep three-point range. Drops in the 3. And the Suns lead by 17.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Conley against Paul. Shot to stop the run. And there's a nice layup by Conley.
A cagey score on the inside. Conley has the smarts and he has the skill.
Paul against Conley. Now here's Paul. He's covered closely. Bridges finds Ayton. Now Paul. Shot clock at 6.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To 3. Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 6 assists here tonight.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Paul passes to Booker. Over Mitchell. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Suns.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Mikal Bridges.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Paul can't get it to go.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
That one from long range. And the Suns lead by 16.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Outside Paul. Ayton, the screen on Conley. On the wing, Crowder. The three-pointer off the mark. So it's Utah now. For three, O'Neal. Oh, they get a hand on it. And he gets it back. Mitchell, the pass to Gobert. And it's off from three-point range. Now Bridges. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. A statement road victory.
meet the starting lineup for the visiting Phoenix Suns.
And Doris, it should be an interesting matchup in the low post. How do you see the battle of the bigs playing out here tonight?
Well, boy, Kevin, this is a classic low post strength-on-strength contest, and more in the modern NBA, that's the exception, not the rule.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. The putback. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Lowry for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, step into your shot, rise and fire. Kyle Lowry ready for 3.
Lowry against Paul. And there's the drive. Ayton, the pass to Paul. The 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Lowry. Tucker, the pass to Adebayo. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
Lowry against Paul. Outside Crowder. From deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, so quick off the pass. I mean, Crowder timing that shot perfectly, staying 1 step ahead of the defense.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
Foul called on Kyle Lowry. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Paul looking over the floor. Ayton at the elbow. Back to Paul. Ayton trying to break free. And it's good off the back rim and in. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Lowry passes to Adebayo. Got a piece of it. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Lock at 6. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
With that kind of contact, the officials are going to blow their whistle. A really good job by Kyle to convert through contact.
Free throw drops for Lowry. And you look at Lowry's numbers, remarkably similar, Doris, year after year after year.
Yeah, this guy has polished skills at both ends of the floor. He has seen absolutely everything you can see in the regular season or in the playoffs. Kyle Lowry is emerging as a mentor to younger guys in the NBA.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Now here's Booker. Ring shot on the way.
And it adds so much to Hero's value when he's out there contesting shots. That's the activity they want to see.
Foul. Second team foul.
Lowry with the ball. He's got 6. Pass to Tucker. Puts up a 3. Paul with the steal.
And really, that's why you don't want to go up into the air without a plan. Had no option of what to do with the ball.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
Now here's Lowry. Passes it to Hero. Now here's Adebayo. Back to Hero. Lets it go from deep. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Paul with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Bridges dishes to Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Paul against Lowry. Goes back up. And Ayton with the layup.
Well, you have to love DeAndre Ayton's effort, intensity, and relentlessness as a rebounder.
Lowry looking around. And he drives in. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Booker outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
How about the competitor answering? Mr. Booker put it back with a three-point answer.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Lowry, and there's the pass to Adebayo. And that one, good. Adebayo's got his second basket of the game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Paul. And he converts the layup.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
Butler way outside. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Suns.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for the Miami Heat.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Phoenix.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
Lowry and Hero are the guard set. Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Butler in at the 3. It's the group on the floor for Miami.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
Here's Paul. Following the basket by Bam Adebayo. That shot wide open. Crowder's got 8 points.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Phoenix leading by 5.
DeAndre Ayton, the first pick of the 2018 draft. He was obviously the consensus #1 at the time. So hard to pass on a center like him who's got size, athleticism, and an elite vertical threat at the cup.
And here's Lowry after the three-pointer from Jay Crowder. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, Kyle Lowry loves the chance to catch the defense napping in the pick and roll. Pretty much no one better at getting it going.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable. And that was a loaded 2018 draft class. Not just Ayton, but Doncic and Trae Young as well.
Yeah, there were some question marks early in his career about whether that was the right selection, but boy, Ayton has been a tremendous fit for them. This guy's upside is still so high.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And here is Hero. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Lowry for 3.
Well, Chris Paul can compensate for size mismatches with his craftiness and his smarts, getting work done as a defender right there.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
The Suns shooting their first free throw tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Suns on defense. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Lowry from outside. The NBA trying to cut down on some of the cheap fouls. Certain players are experts at selling contact. Doris, are you sad to see that art form curtailed?
I'm not at all, Kevin, because what we're seeing is offensive players manipulate the rule and get outside of, quote, natural basketball plays. Guys who dead stop off a screen and end up getting 3 free throws. We have to take that away. Things should flow naturally in a basketball game.
And here is Butler following the 3 from Chris Paul. Hero finds Lowry. He takes it in. 5 on the clock. Over in the corner, Hero. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Bridges. No good there. Great D that time from Adebayo. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments, and I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. Here's Butler.
Well, because of his length, quickness, athleticism, this guy is able to smother shots. Excellent defense.
The time for the ball. Kicks it out to Booker. 1:11 left in the first half. That one off the back iron and out. Hero from long range. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
And this guy is a gamer. Hero embraces any chance he can to draw a foul while taking a shot.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Phoenix.
And really, hard to find more intense players than Jimmy Butler. This guy is 100% focused on winning at all times. One of the ultimate competitors in our league.
Now here's Paul. 13 points in the game. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. Lowry against Paul. Outside Lowry.
Third foul of the half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
For Miami, they have been good at the line so far. 5 of 5.
At the line, Kyle Lowry.
Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach. Driving and drawing. Initiating contact. Create opportunities. Get to the line.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Now here's Paul. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Again, the miss by Booker.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
Butler passes to Lowry. For 3. That shot off the mark. A shot, no good.
And you just sit down in the stands and refuse to be moved.
Miami Heat.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview.
The Suns, 31.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Pop it forward. They'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's McGee in at center. Hero on the wing. Outside Butler. Now here's Tucker. T right on him. Lowry dishes to Tucker. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Crowder with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who
gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Now, here's Oladipo. Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Saric has checked in for Jay Crowder. Johnson comes in for Mikal Bridges. Landry Shamet's checked in for Devin Booker. And it's Payne in for Paul. Pass to Shamet. Out to Saric. Here's the three. Robinson pulls it in. The Heat trail by 8. Over to the left wing. To the inside. It's Saban. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
And you gotta love the big bucket and the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Payne looking around. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Oladipo outside. Outside Robinson. Shoots the three. Good saving. Covered by Saric. Good saving. That one doesn't drop. Now the Suns take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Miami ball.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Oladipo kicks to Robinson. 6 to shoot. Deflects the pass. And now the Suns a fast break. Here's Shamet. Nifty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Suns lead by 8.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Oladipo outside. Jacks up a three. Kept alive.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Shamet. And McGee kicks to Shamet. Back to McGee. Shamet finds McGee. 4 on the clock. Payne. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's a 10-point Suns lead. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 1:17 left in the third. Outside Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. From past the arc.
And they've got to get back to what they were doing in that first half. If they want to somehow win this game, the offense has gone stagnant.
Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Payne's got the lead up to 12 now for Phoenix.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Oladipo goes in. Dedmon kicks to Oladipo. Outside Robinson. Fires the three. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Robinson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Payne in the post. Guarded by Oladipo. And it's Shamet missing.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession.
Substitutions for your Heat.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Suns substitution.
Eight seconds left in the third quarter. And Booker kicks to Bridges. 1 second left. The shot, no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Suns ahead, up by 9.
Fans, welcome your Miami Heat dancers.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
Fourth quarter, crowd. Time to get
Suns leading by 9. Butler and Tucker up in the forward spots. Lowry and Hero are the guard set. And it's Adebayo in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Crowder inside. Guarded by Tucker. Can't hit that one. And it's Miami the other way. There's Hero with the 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The drive by Paul. Crowder kicks to Booker. Lots of room. Rebound by the Heat.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Boy, plenty of time left in the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
And here are the Heat now. 9-point game.
In the second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
There's the dish to Paul. Phoenix, no good that time either.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Bridges against Butler. Shoots over Bridges. And it's Butler missing. Suns leading by 9. Paul kicks to Bridges. His 3-pointers off the mark. And Miami shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Hero, no good.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make-all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Pass to Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Ayton in the corner. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Lowry passes to Butler. Over Bridges. 6 to shoot. From 15 feet away. Hero, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
No good from Booker. The Heat trail by 9. Outside Lowry. From downtown. Drills it from outside.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Got that one up quick. And now just a 3-point Suns lead.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
Bridges kicks the ball. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Lowry against Paul. Left side Lowry. Beyond the arc. Paul grabs the board. Suns leading by 5. Now here's Booker. Here he goes. Shoots over Hero. Ayton. Bridges, no one around him. Drills the three-pointer. Bridges has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Paul against Lowry. 55 seconds left in the fourth. Lets the three fly. Clock at 6. Adebayo finds Butler. Back to Adebayo. Outside for Lowry. A three-pointer off the mark. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And the wide open shot from Paul. No good from outside. And the pass to Butler. Here's Tucker. Miami no good on that time either. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they...